Or?
This is my first Irene, second line squad. Did Operation Lightning Strike in Milwaukee back in April. It was fantastic.
How's the game going for you today?
Great. Got all our little technical difficulties worked out before the end of the op, and everything's running great. Command's running great. Best comms I've ever had in an event, period.
Love to hear that.
So just all around great.
So show us your war scar real quick.
War scar right quick. We got the good guy. Tweaked the ankle a little bit, but I'll be back in there.
That's how you know you get your money's worth.
Exactly. Got something to take home forever.
Team Strikers from Ohio has been coming here since the first Irene 1 back in Georgia and all these places we tried. But Irene, Zussman, we did every Zussman because the challenge is such high quality. That's what we're looking for. We know we're gonna fight through the buildings, the street, at night, in the morning, or even Sunday. They're gonna keep pushing, and that's what we're looking for. It's not a matter of winning or losing the game. As a team, we just love to be able to work as a team, enjoy our time as a team, and if we have a good team with the same mindset, same mentality in front of us, that just make it great. Even if we don't win the objectives all weekend long, we don't care. We can go back home with nice souvenir like this. That's something we're gonna repeat throughout the teams and AR. So,
dude, I've done 3 tours overseas. I'm friends with Bubba. Bubba's the reason why I'm playing airsoft, and this is just it's a rush to be around guys that are the same likeness. It's almost, I'm being medically retired, and this is almost like the brotherhood that we had when we were active duty, and then being able to roll around in the woods like this, and then help mentor them, help them. Hey, look, this is how we should do this, and coordinate assaults on the enemy, and then it's just a blast. I mean, I'm having a good time, and then no matter what happens here, how many BBs you take, at the end of the day, we all go back to the camp, crack a cold beer open, tell some jokes, and say, hey, I shot that dude at like 700 yards, you know what I mean? Tell the stories of the day. It's an absolute blast, and I'm loving it, every minute of it.
My name's John Clark, and I'm from New Jersey, and prior service, U.S. Army Infantry. Did my basic down in Benning, and we come out here as a celebration. My son's just got out of the service. My son's best friend, Army Infantry, he was in Iraq. He's here. We do it as a celebration. The Colonel and Max are my friends, and I look up to them, mentors, and we do this to celebrate those who have fallen. You know, these things they come from the heart. You have an ability to honor those who have fallen, and not just those who fell 20 years ago, but there's guys dying every day. Last weekend we lost to some Rangers. And it's an honor to come and celebrate the lives of men and women who serve our country.
We're here to remember those 17 men that we lost 20 years ago. Lorenzo Ruiz was my best friend, and to honor him, I named my son after him. You know, we talk about taking the easy right or the hard left. Take that hard left. Lead by example. Leaders like these 3 gentlemen here led by example. And I strive every day to do that, to honor all those that have given everything so that we could be here today to play games. All right, I'm gonna shoot Bubba when I get done, just to have Bubba my first kill. Okay. Even though he's on my team, all you prior military or current military, it's an honor to be here with you because of what you do for my family every day. So my son can play football, so I can go shoot deer. You know, I've got no worries here in the United States. It's because of our soldiers. Thank you all.
Petition order, Operation Line Claws Military Semester Series presents the Line Claws Medal of Honor to Javier Franco for consistent demonstration of leadership both on and off the airsoft field. Javier Franco served honorably in the United States Army, and his commitment to the Army way is evident in his dedication to airsoft military simulation. Javier served as XO for Line Claws of VIP Sergeant Igor Dobroff in Operation Red Storm, East, Trade Winds, and most recently in Red Storm East 2 2013. In each campaign, Javier Franco motivated and led his men to victory while under Sergeant Dobroff's Command. Javier's performance as CO for Wolfpack Swamp at Operation Lion Pride Clash of Wolverines was also highly inspirational. Javier Franco is hereby presented with the Lion Claws Medal of Honor, signed 10/12/2013. Danny McKnight, Colonel, retired. Clap, people. You screw up, I'm taking it back.
The final morning of the weekend. It'll be a really good couple hours. It always is. It's a great morning, you know, because everybody, they're jacked up because they know it's the last morning, so they're going to be as aggressive as they can be, because you can only die so many times on the last morning, so that's it. And of course, the part of, you know, we got aircraft, we are reliving some of that. Having Dale Sizemore here, for instance, to me, it makes it very, very special. And then we get to do the little Mogadishu mile. Of course, you don't get much of a mile here, but I'll be running with them. They won't leave me.
We're gonna keep trying to overwhelm that damn crash site that they managed to still hold on to.
So we must get the crash, get through the chopper,
Get through the chopper!
as Kenny would say.
Tell this thing index just kill. That's it. Just body count. You see them guys running around, body count. You see Bubba Moore running around, go for leg shots. He's wearing shorts. No, I'm a body leg shots. I'm serious. Leg shots.
And our mission is to destroy both choppers, you know, Super 6-4 and Super 6-1. We're getting redeployed, so my intent is to immediately, once the game is in play, we're going to move forward. I have my fastest runner going. We're going to go ahead and blow Super 6-4. I'm going to have my team hold there. We're going to attack that red building from the rear. It's been a thorn in our side all week, so we're going to try and relieve force. So basically, we're just going to do surgical strike missions, just get a body count.
And then, yeah, we need to kick them out of the center of town. Them and, I don't know what it is with them and like CNN. I mean, we're in Somalia. Most of us don't have TVs.
We should just flip it and surrender. And then once we fucking surrender, or, you know, request the mean to fucking end the war, fucking ambush them on the way there. Let's do that.
Do that. Well, no, we can request UN mediation and then slaughter them.
Okay.
You know?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Game on, game on, game on, game on, release.
All right, so the situation is we got the hostiles on our west side trying to infiltrate building number 1-6 where Super 6-1 has crashed. We have our friendly forces who are securing the building, and command has moved to that building. Right now we're holding here, hoping to have a high point advantage down into the forest line where these troops are trying to move in on us.
We're holding here to defend the chopper site. Enemy came in with 2 technicals, dropped off a buttload of guys right here, attacked. We were taking casualties, but just as we repulsed, just after we repulsed that, enemy pops smoke in our rear, comes charging out of the woods. We're taking casualties, getting close to falling. Then Rangers come pouring out from this direction and just overwhelm it. Total cavalry to the rescue. Go, go.
about 4 guys that got in the building, so hopefully we'll be able to take it down.
First floor and basement of the Big Red's clear. Moving on second floor, over.
Smoke those 2 fuckers, you hit me right in the forehead, dude.
I was like, motherfucker! I wore a goddamn hat! Nice shot, bro.
You too, man. Good shoot, guys.
It only hurts a little.
That's the way to do it.
Hey,
Hey, what's going on in here? I'm hearing explosions all over the city.
I don't know. We're honest men trying to make a living.
We just sell weapons to the people of Somalia.
We sell
weapons to the freedom fighters of this country.
Oh, we sell to
Kill the
those.
Americans. I do not care. I am fearless. Allah will protect me.
We only sell to protect our families, you know.
I did. We kill many Americans today.
Oh, was that one of ours? I recognize that tone, Ali. That is yours. Good work.
You got it.
Good work.
Yes. Murderers! They shot civilians! Yusuf! Oh! You... Ah!
Oh man, we got tagged. Where did it come from? Oh, bastards!
The Ranger element was held up in the center of town in the ZNM building and some of the local buildings in the area. The enemy came in force, they pushed us back and they pushed us out. Our Delta element was trying to find our downed pilot that they've taken prisoner, so we didn't have them as support. And we're also trying to hold the Super 6-1 crash site. So at this time we're falling back, we're reforming, and we're going to push back forward to try and engage the enemy and find the rest of those pilots.
Chaos. We're trying to reestablish our perimeter, building 14 and 15. I have the technical sitting there on the intersection to keep it from bleeding into to the building. So we're going to try and reestablish our positions, and we're going to go on offense.
Again.
I can't believe it took me 5 rounds to get you guys. Fuck. Short, long, short, long. God. Hey, why am I in the fucking park to have that by myself? Ain't no window, I just hit him. See it? I didn't bring that. Right there, right there! What the fuck is it? It's a pistol.
God damn it. Hey, watch that back right side. Go all the way down the hole, watch that back right side. That's it. Now you're fucking doing that. Sorry.
Here. They got Mac. Better get out there with the camera.
Hey! You're looking pretty much.
Hey, Zeppelin crew, I love you guys, man. It's been too long.
Hey, what we do? Take it easy. All right. Hey, tell them.
I got away. I'm sorry about that. Oh, what happened? No. What happened is that I gained the trust of the locals, right? From many years ago, I fought in this beautiful, pristine village and liberated it. And they remember that. And so what they did, they assisted me, and I went on a one-man killing spree, and it became Human Shields. And I just cleaned house, man.
Well, update right now is we're on the verge of trying to get extraction to take place. We got the pilots out. We're ready to extract. When the transportation arrives here, we'll load up and we'll get out of here.
Here's the vehicle.
Mission. Everybody's out. Not all alive, but all accounted for. We're home.
It means a lot to me as a service member myself. I've done time overseas to see all these people come together to celebrate, to pay tribute to the men we've lost. Very touching.
Brian says you love giving interviews and sit reps and all this.
Sit reps I don't mind giving. Interviews I get a little tongue-tied in front of the camera.
I understand. Well, in that case, tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you do in real life?
Real life, I'm a loader operator in a salvage yard, but in the National Guard, I'm a Black Hawk crew chief. I serve with a medevac unit in the state of Wisconsin.
So this is close to home.
This is very close to home for me.
Right now, I'm a student, but I'm also serving in the Army Reserve. Just got back home from Afghanistan about 4 weeks ago, so I was serving with the 303rd Tactical PSYOP Company. So to me, this is important. My first sergeant and my first deployment actually served in Somalia, so this is pretty big for me. He was a great guy. It reminds me a lot of the things that I've done and the brothers that I've had in real life overseas, and it's good for me. It helps me keep everything in perspective, and I like it. So it's been good for me. I've been doing it for almost 15 years now, and I came to my first Irene right after my first deployment. It was great, so I just can't stop now.
Well, what a blast. It's awesome weekend, 20th anniversary, Operation Gothic Serpent, Battle of Mogadishu, the car market, very emotional, and had a blast. Fierce fighting on both sides. It was a homecoming, 3 years since we've been back here to Zussman. opportunity to link up with friends, old friends, new acquaintances, the whole 9 yards, Zussman staff. Couldn't ask for anything better.
Oh man, I'm telling you what, this is a great event. Came out here, and you know, when Bubba told me we'd do some airsoft, it was you know, I hadn't pushed it aside to, you know, to say, you know, they're just a bunch of nerds or something, but you know, at the same time I was like, yeah, you know, they're fake BBs. Well, those BBs, I don't know if I got red marks on my forehead right here, but they got me plenty of times. Great event, and I'm telling you, for all those soldiers out there that are looking for a way to keep that adrenaline flowing, and you know, and not have to deal with the, you know, all the hardships of the blood and the guts and the death, and this is it right here. We're going to talk about a tool to you know, alleviate some of those symptoms of post-traumatic stress. I'm telling you what, this is probably the most fun I've had in 10 years, and I'll definitely be back. You guys are great. Thanks, John Lou, and seriously, thanks to all these guys out here, because they definitely made it worth it.
Gee, I don't even know what to say. I'm not going to say very much because of that. I think I probably said more than I should have yesterday morning when we started, just because of what the weekend meant to me. It was a great fight, and when you got Bubba Moore, Dale Sizemore, who you thought were your buddies, Ranger buddies, trying to kill you out there, not a good thing. But no, it was great, and both of y'all, both groups, thank y'all for letting me be here, honoring the 20th year of Mogadishu. Because without a doubt, you did the right thing, paying the right tribute, because both sides fought their butt off, just like happened 20 years ago. Thank you. God bless you. All be safe.
I didn't have a chance to say this, but march or die! I feel much better. You know, the first day, I was a little, you know, it was pretty emotional. When you read names of people that you've seen or known, I used to see around the battalion all the time, that I put through Ranger School, read the names just make it, you know, so much more personal. It just brings back a lot of memories and stuff. But I'd like to thank Director Wilson for all you've done, and also the staff, the beautiful staff of Zussman, the role players. I mean, I look forward to seeing it every time we come out. It's been years, but you guys always rise to the occasion. You know, you sacrifice your weekends to come out here to make this event even more. I want to thank my human shields for protecting me as we went on our death march, and also for monitoring my body back to friendly lines. So much love, so much love. And also I want to thank John Lou for bringing this event here, always doing an awesome job. It goes back 11 years I've known John Lou. My battalion commando, Colonel Danny McKnight, Dale Sizemore for coming out. Let's give him a hand. Eccentric, lovable. Let's give it up for Bubba Moore. Bubba! I had a blast. Be safe going home. And remember this, like I said day one, life is so short. Live it to the fullest. Be all you possibly can be, and hold no grudges at the end of the day. And at the end of the day, it's just a game, but we had a good time. All right?
Good fighting. I personally find it therapeutic. Enough been beat down. John Lou is a stress bunny, but he gets shit done. Oh my God, we've been sequestered, castrated, whatever. We can't do it. We have no money. There's no budget. You know, Jesus. I don't know, John, whatever. And he, as always, pulls it off. So I like coming here because I get to have fun. I get to be just, we don't promote hooligans and brigands, or however you say it, sir, in the Ranger Regiment, but I get to kind of morph into all that's been quelled for so many years. All right? So it's really good, and I always get to get like bed bugs when I stay at one of John Lou's shitty hotels he picks. Anyway, hey, be safe. Don't drink and drive, drink then drive, and wear rubber. Peace.
Operation Irene started 11 years ago in a very modest paintball field. We had a very small crew. It was probably my second op ever. And then it went to Operation Irene 2. From Operation Irene 1, I remember a very kind, a very gentle face. This gentleman said, if you ever need help, feel free to give me a call. and I'd be happy to help run staff and do all that kind of good stuff. It takes a dedicated crew, and it all starts with a very amazing chief of staff. And unfortunately for us, well, still friends, he does not cancer or anything, but he is retiring from running these ops.
All right, 11 years ago, I know there's teams like Strikers, Banana, TAC. I'm not sure I'm going to miss somebody, but go Banana. Took a long road trip down to Dalton, Georgia. One of my first interactions with Chuck. It was one of the first major ops I think most of us went to. No one thought of things like a map. Well, Mr. Charles Link did, but almost instantly, some smart aleck has to come up and notice the legend on the map is wrong. West is east, east is west. Well, that may have been the start of Chuck's, we'll call it his anal retentiveness. No detail is too small. Over the years, Chuck has put his entire life on hold at times for this op. His leadership here for game staff is emulated across the country. He's become friends with players. He's mentored players. On behalf of Lion Claws, we have a Excellence in Leadership Award for Chuck. Excellence in Leadership Award, Operation Lion Claws Military Simulation Series hereby recognizes Charles Clinkman Link for over a decade of superior leadership and organization. Chuck's been at every Irene in some capacity, usually a high capacity. And I'd like Chuck to come up here. So on behalf of John, we have two gifts for Chuck. A nice plaque for Chuck. And also John had a special Lion Claws Military Simulation Series 1911 prepared for Chuck. And it's engraved building a new generation of patriots with the Lion Claws logo. So on behalf of John Lou and all of our staff, we'd like to present you with those two gifts. Eric Krantz is from Palco. Palco has proven itself to be one of the loyalist supporters of Irene over the last several years. Eric was kind enough to get Chuck a gold Thompson that's been signed by the original and long-time serving Irene staff members that have been around since Irene 1 or 2. Colonel McKnight, John Lou, and the administrative staff that's been on board for about, 5 years. And Master Sergeant Moulton. How could I forget Mad Max? How could I forget Mad Max? So, on behalf of John Lou, all the administrative staff, and the players, Chuck, thanks for over a decade of service and quality leadership.
Thank you all. It has been a long, evolving journey. You know, we start out, and anybody doing this, they don't get it right the first time, and you don't get it right the last time, but you improve it each time, you hope. And the fact that you guys come back every year, and so many of you are smiling when you leave, we feel like maybe we got it right a little bit. And you guys are all a big part of that. You come and you help us find our mistakes and get better, and plan the next one and keep going, and in the process we build relationships and we become family. You guys are all family to me. So many of us go back to other events, and we played together, played against each other, and then now playing here in this event, we see each other maybe once a year, but we're friends all the time, and I appreciate all of you, and I'll be seeing you around somewhere.
John Lou, it's hard to find the words to express how much your support means to us. You're helping to brighten the lives and shape the futures of deserving children. Your generosity will have a long-lasting and positive impact on the families of fallen and wounded Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marine Corps Special Operators. Thank you for making a difference, John.
This belongs to all of you.